One of the things that you probably notice about many of these theories is they tend to overlap, and interpersonal psychoanalysis, according to Harry Sullivan, is no exception. It's the confluence of psychodynamic theory and social cultural theory. So let's talk briefly about Harry Sullivan. Picture of him. Harry Sullivan's interpersonal theory, he was the first American theorist to construct a comprehensive personality theory in which he believed the development of the personality occurred within the context of a social group. Think of all the theorists who touched on this. Knowledge of the individual can only occur within the context of interpersonal relationships. So, healthy individuals experience both intimacy and lust toward the same person, a positive and a negative impulse. Biographically, he was a relatively unsuccessful student in his career. He had significant learning experiences in medical school and his jobs during World War II. One of the things he came up with is the whole concept of energy transformations, where you transform tension into either a covert that's hidden or an overt behavior aimed at satisfying needs and reducing anxiety. So sometimes tension's a good thing, especially when it produces change. This all happens in the context of interpersonal relationships. Tensions are potentials for action, including need and anxiety, whereas needs are helpful or conjunctive when satisfied. Anxiety is disjunctive, interfering with satisfaction of needs and disrupting interpersonal relations. Energy transformations literally involve the transformation of potential energy into actual energy or behavior for the purpose of satisfying a need or reducing anxiety. Some of these behaviors form consistent patterns of behavior called dynamisms, so people repeat these over and over again. Individuals also develop specific patterns of thinking, cognition, including protaxic, parataxic, and syntaxic thought. Sullivan also identified different personifications or images that individuals develop. Remember, this is a social cognitive theory. These may be accurate or distorted by needs and anxieties. They include the bad mother, good mother, the me personification, and the eidetic personification, including imaginary friends. By the way, tensions include both tenderness and anxiety. Also, dynamisms can be disjunctive, that is, they're destructive to relationships like malevolence, they're doing something out of evil. Isolating, that are unrelated to interpersonal relations like lust. Lust hinders intimacy. Or conjunctive, that are beneficial to relations like intimacy. Intimacy requires partners of equal status. Self-system is not a comprehensive dynamism that both protects from anxiety but also blocks personal growth. Security operations defend against interpersonal tension. And they include things like dissociation, which is a refusal to allow impulses into awareness, or selective inattention, refusal to see what's there. Psychotherapy then would focus on improving interpersonal relationships from one person to another. It is a consensual, validating relationship and is concerned with patients understanding interpersonal problems, having insight into to act and the ability to actively participate in these relationships. So one of the things you'll see grow out of this will become in the next section on humanism. So many of the very things that Sullivan did, like improving interpersonal relationships, are part and parcel of humanistic types of psychology, where there's empathy and trying to communicate and be genuine with other people. Only then can people grow. So this is a good segue to humanism. And that's it.